Welcome to the channel where we profile some of the most interesting people in sports and culture. In today's video we dive into the world of Tim Paine and specifically the sexting scandal which caused him to lose his captaincy. We asked the question, was he trapped by someone looking for easy money, or was he abusing his power for sexual gain? Let's get started. A product of the Australian Cricket Academy, Payne became the youngest ever contracted player in Australia, when he received a rookie contract with Tasmania at 16 years of age. He made both his first-class and one-day debuts for Tasmania in 2005, scoring a one-day century later in the 2005-06 season, and a double century, 215, in his next innings. He was a part of the state's maiden Sheffield Shield victory that season and also their 2007-08 one-day winning side. Payne made his one-day international debut for Australia as a replacement for regular wicketkeeper Brad Haddin in 2009 against Scotland. A further injury to Haddin in 2010 paved the way for Payne's Test debut against Pakistan in England. Soon after, he played in another two Tests against India, before Haddin's recovery for the 2010-11 Ashes series. From that time, including almost 2 full seasons lost to injury, he was not a regular in the Australian cricket side from April 2011 until his recall for the 2017-2018 Ashes series, when both Peter Neville and Matthew Wade failed to impress selectors. This was a significant comeback for Payne, who was not a regular in Tasmania's state side and prior to the season had to be convinced not to retire by coach Adam Griffith. After former Australian captain Steve Smith admitted to involvement in a ball tampering incident during the third Test against South Africa in March 2018, Smith and vice-captain David Warner were stood down from their leadership positions mid-match. Payne was announced as the interim captain for the final 2 days of the game. He was confirmed as the 46th captain of the Australian Test team on the 28th of March 2018 when Smith and Warner were suspended and sent back to Australia with Cameron Bancroft. But Payne would soon be wrapped up in his own scandal. On the 19th of November 2021, Payne announced that he had stepped down as Australia's Test captain, due to an occasion of improper conduct off the field during 2017 in which he sent explicit messages to a female co-worker. On the 26th of November 2021, Payne said he would take a break from the game, for the foreseeable future. Payne was quoted as saying, "Today, I announced my decision to stand down as the captain of the Australian men's Test team. It's an incredibly difficult decision, but the right one for me, my family, and cricket." As background on my decision, nearly 4 years ago, I was involved in a text exchange with a then colleague. At the time, the exchange was the subject of a thorough CA Integrity Unit investigation, throughout which I fully participated in and openly participated in, he added. The former Australia Test skipper deeply regretted the incident and said he was enormously grateful to his wife and family for the forgiveness. The text messages have been revealed and they are clearly of an explicit nature. Along with a photo of his genitals, Payne made references to performing sex acts, with one message reading, "Will you want to taste my D***? F*** me, I'm seriously hard." Another added, "Need to ease the tension. Finish me off with those lips, then winking face," followed by an unwanted photo of his genitals. The messages were sent on November 22 and 23, 2017, the day before and morning of the first Ashes Test at the Gabba in Brisbane. Interestingly, the woman whom Payne was sexting went on to sue Cricket Tasmania, stating that not 1 but 4 employees had been sexually harassing her. Renee Ferguson alleges she was harassed while employed as a receptionist for the Cricket Tasmania from August 2015 to December 2017. She claims that 3 Cricket Tasmania employees made inappropriate sexual comments to her and 2 of the 4 accused had sent her explicit photos. Ms. Ferguson was asking for $1 million in compensation for the alleged sexual harassment in her workplace. The claims were raised in a 2018 complaint to the Australian Human Rights Commission but subsequently dismissed when it was found there was no reasonable prospect of the complaint being settled. In another twist to the story, Ms. Ferguson was recently convicted for the second time of stealing from her employer. Renee Ferguson, 49, appeared in the Hobart Magistrates Court wiping away tears as Chief Magistrate Catherine Geeson read out her sentencing remarks. Ferguson stole $5,600 from Cricket Tasmania and the Hobart Hurricanes over several months while working at the front desk in an administration role. The thefts took place in 2017, and some were captured on CCTV. While organizing memberships for people, the court heard she pocketed the money herself and also signed family members and herself up for memberships without paying for them. The court heard she had concealed her offending by registering the memberships paid by card payment while taking the cash for herself. The discrepancy was discovered during an audit. Ferguson admitted that in carrying out the thefts, she had breached the conditions of a 12-month suspended jail sentence. This suspended sentence was in place because she stole over $29,000 from her previous employer, a medical center in Hobart. The sentence was suspended on the condition she did not commit another offense punishable by imprisonment. Ms. Ferguson therefore has 2 criminal convictions for stealing from her employers, one of which she happened to be suing for the alleged sexual harassment. I am not for 1 second excusing Tim Paine or any of the other male parties, but were all the advances unwelcome? Is it possible that this convicted thief had planned this all along and lured Payne and others into sending her the messages? It is interesting also that Payne himself came forward to disclose the texting scandal after he became aware that it was going to be released to the public. Who was going to release the details to the public, I wonder? Where do you stand with Tim Paine and the scandal? Was he lured into a trap by someone desperate for money? Or was he sexually harassing his former colleague and all of the attention was unwarranted? Please let me know in the comments what you think. Thanks for watching.